And welcome back everyone to another exciting Let's Play of Endless Space. Alright, so just a quick recap here. We just finished making our new race here. Our race is very military oriented. In fact, we cannot pursue any kind of military endeavor because we took that negative to be able to get more points into our ships. So yeah, let's see if we can't build our empire up and blow some people up. Alright, so we have some new heroes. Um, and the heroes have different costs and different things that they do. Um, and yeah, one of the negatives we did take at the beginning was we have no starting money. So we can't actually get any of these heroes here. So we're just gonna dismiss them for now. But a little bit later, we're definitely gonna want an administrator, just because that'll be a big help. All right, so let us take a look at our home here. We have two planets to start with. We've got this one here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Another tutorial. Let's disable tutorial because I think I remember how to play this game, but who knows, maybe I'll mess it up. Alright, so we have one planet instead. We have 3 population out of a possible 6 population. We have no exploitation right now, but we're going to change that. Obviously, we're going to make that a food, because as you may remember, our two biggest disadvantages are we suck at making food and we suck at running an economy. Um, the food one I'm not so worried about, just because with technology and enough planets, you're gonna get enough food. But I have to say, I'm wondering if maybe it was such a great idea to cripple our economy. Since obviously economies are necessary to wage war. But we'll hopefully be able to overcome that. Alright, so we do have a random anomaly. Um, and we just need adaptive colonies, and we can get rid of that. Alright, so basically it just gives us a little less happiness, but that's easily countered by our happiness bonus that I got. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the other stuff here. We are +6. There we go. We're gonna put that down to +3 and get a whole bunch of happiness because it'll get them building a lot faster and whatnot. So you can see, if you look down here, that that does change. Alright, so it looks like 25% is optimal. We are still making a positive amount, so this is good. Alright, so let's exit out of that. And now we need to start doing some research. Um, hmm. Yeah. So I think to start with, we're gonna go the science route. Yeah. actually. We're gonna go there, and then there, and then there. Alright, I don't know if I'll go all 26 turns to get to this, but I mean, I'd certainly love to be able to get that far in, but I don't think we're going to have enough time before we need to start concentrating on other things to be able to live on other worlds and also our obvious military uh, expansion. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, let's see here. Anything else we need to do? They're building that. It's going to take 2 turns. Let's close that. Ah, yes. We need to send our ships out to do some exploring. Alright, so this is the colony ship. This is how we make new colonies. And this is our scout ship, which is much faster. And again, one of our negatives is we are a little bit slow, so we can use all the speed we can get. Um, let's see, what is this? Plus gold, plus science. Interesting. Alright, so may as well go that way. Alright, so we have an event. Gives plus 10 happiness. On that system though, so I don't think that's gonna do us any good. Alright. So we've got a lot of wormholes, which is what these kind of funky looking lanes are. And until we get that technology, we're not going to be able to explore these. So definitely something to take into consideration for later. Alright, so I don't... he does still have some movement, I think. Alright, so let's go over here. Okay, he doesn't have any movement left. Never mind. Alright, so he'll go over there next turn. Alright, so... colony ship doesn't really need to go anywhere because I don't have anywhere I can colonize yet. What type of planets are these? Arctic. Arctic. Alright, so these are actually somewhat useful because you can get a lot of research done on these. Alright. Does have poor soil though. Ooh, and -1 research. That's not good. You don't want the -1 research on Arctic world. But again, you can get rid of these later on. Alright. So, we're going to end this turn. Alright. Yep, we're definitely slow. Okay. Our research will be completing next turn. There we go. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay, it's just a really hard planet to colonize. That must be a new add-on. I've never actually seen this effect before. I know that I did just patch this before playing, obviously, so that may be what this is just, how many can I hold? 4? Alright, so yeah, you get tons of research out of that. Barren and an asteroid belt. And none of them we can use because, well, we just don't have that technology yet. Alright, so we got some experience, so I'm okay with this. Alright, it's a wonder. Interesting. Huh. Entropy is much lower here. Okay, so we just got that. This is good. Yeah, so next we get this. We don't so much have any use for that, but the engine will be helpful for our scout. Alright, and they did just finish their exploitation. So yeah, we're making plenty of food. We do have some dust coming in now. We have some. So we're going to take a look at these here. This one looks pretty good. Let's inspect. Alright, so we got more research, more gold, more food, and more productivity, which is a very nice thing to have from an administrator. Alright, that doesn't do us any good. More defense in the system. And yeah, more defense in the system. So that's our system will be pretty hard to take. Alright, so let's alright, so they cost 20, so it's going to be a little bit before we can get her, but we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on her. Alright, and oop, we need to continue our exploration. That was bad. Alright, next turn. Okay, that does nothing. Alright. Huh. Go down there. Alright, next turn. Let's take a look at... Alright, we'll take a look at now. Alright, so, let's see what we got here. Got an arid, which... Darn it. Which is basically your money planets. This is obviously very important to us because, well, we suck at money and we need all the help we can get. Gas is huge money. So yeah, I mean, and then obviously a research planet. These are obviously what they're best suited for. You don't necessarily have to use them for that, but I'm thinking this is probably going to be a nice little money system for us. Alright, so another poor soil. Like such poor soils. Alright, so we're going to go down here. Alright. Oh, and also I like to change the names because I can never remember what system is what. So I just number them 1, 2, 3, and so on. That way I always know what system is what based on when I colonize them. So this is system 00.